Have you ever stopped to think about what your blood type can say about you? Not just about your health or genetics, but about something much greater. Your spiritual purpose, your connection with God and the universe. Since ancient times, blood has always been seen as something sacred, a link between the body and the soul, between the earthly and the divine. And what if I told you that your blood type might carry clues about the mission that God has entrusted to you? Each of us was created with a unique purpose, and the blood that runs in our veins may reflect that mission. It is not by chance that you feel certain things, that you have specific gifts, or that you are drawn to different paths. God writes our story in ways that we often cannot understand immediately. But when we look closely, we realize that He has left signs in everything, including in our blood. Today, I want to talk to you about what your blood type can reveal about your spiritual heritage and your role in this world. We will discuss how each blood type carries unique characteristics, special gifts, and a divine mission. Perhaps you have already felt that you were called to something greater, that there is something within you that connects you to heaven. And you know what? You are not alone. God has a plan for each of us, and understanding more about who we are can help us walk with more faith and clarity. So, if you feel that there is something special about you, that your life has a greater purpose, stay with me until the end of this video. Let's explore together the mysteries that God has placed in our essence. Before we continue, I want to ask you one thing. If you enjoy content that helps you grow spiritually and understand more about your purpose, take a moment to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. This way, you won't miss any videos and can continue walking with us on this journey of faith and self-discovery. Let's discover together what God has written in you. Now, shall we begin? Type O, the spiritual guardians of God. If you have blood type O, know that there is something special about you. God has chosen you for a unique mission, something that goes beyond what the eyes can see. You have been called to be a spiritual guardian, someone who protects and balances the energies of the earth. Since ancient times, blood type O has been associated with natural leaders, people who face challenges with courage and possess an inexhaustible inner strength. Perhaps you have already felt this, that sense of carrying a greater responsibility, something that calls you to care for, protect, or guide others. This is not by chance. The blood that runs in your veins carries an ancestral heritage, a connection to the ancient guardians of civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria. These lands, known for their deep spiritual wisdom, were protected by people who balanced the physical and spiritual worlds. You, with blood type O, are a reflection of this lineage. God gave you this mission because He knew you would have the strength necessary to fulfill it. Your intuition is one of your greatest tools. It's as if you have an internal radar that guides you, helping you perceive things that others cannot. This intuition is a gift from God, a spiritual compass to navigate between the material and the divine. Furthermore, you have a deep empathy, an ability to feel the emotions of those around you almost as if they were your own. This can be a burden at times, but remember, God gave you this empathy because He knew you would have the strength to handle it. Even in the face of the greatest difficulties, you can rise and move forward. This inner strength is something that sets you apart. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow spiritually and draw even closer to the purpose that God has for you. He has shaped you to be resilient, to face adversities, and to emerge from them even stronger. Your mission as a spiritual guardian is clear: to protect, balance, and lead. But this does not mean that you need to carry the weight of the world alone. God did not call you to be a martyr, but rather to be an example of strength and faith. He wants you to use the gifts He has given you to make a difference in the world, to be a light that illuminates the path for others. Have you ever felt that there is something greater guiding you? That feeling that you were called to something special, something that you may not even be able to explain in words. That force you feel is not a burden, but a gift. It is proof that God trusts you, that He has chosen you to be a guardian, someone who makes a difference in the world. If you are still unsure how to fulfill this mission, do not worry. The path will gradually reveal itself as you connect more with God and with your essence. Trust the process. Trust the divine wisdom that is within you. God is always by your side, guiding you and strengthening you. Type A, the messengers of the celestial kingdom. If you have blood, type A, know that you carry a special mission, a calling that comes directly from the celestial kingdom. God has chosen you to be a divine messenger, someone who has the ability to translate spiritual wisdom into the physical world. You are not here by chance. Your methodical, attentive, and deeply creative personality is a reflection of the purpose that God has placed in your life. You have been called to be a channel, a bridge between the earthly and the celestial, someone who brings light and understanding to those who still walk in darkness. People with blood type A have a unique connection to the divine. It's as if you have a special sensitivity to perceive the patterns of the universe, the messages that God sends through signs, dreams, or even in the small things of everyday life. Have you noticed how many times you can see beyond the obvious? As if you have a broader vision, a deeper understanding of things. This is a gift, a present that God has given you so that you can fulfill your mission. Your creativity is one of the most powerful tools you possess. It doesn't matter if you express it through art, writing, music, or even innovative ideas and solutions. What matters is that you have the capacity to take something that comes from above, something that is spiritual, and transform it into something that people can understand and connect with. This is the essence of being a divine messenger, translating what is celestial into what is human, bringing what is invisible into the visible world. Have you ever felt that you have a greater responsibility, that there is something within you calling you to share, teach, or guide others? This is not by chance. God has entrusted you with the mission of recording His wisdom, to be a guardian of divine messages. Perhaps you have already noticed that you have an ease in organizing thoughts, in putting ideas in order, in creating something that inspires and touches people's hearts. This is part of your purpose. As a messenger of the celestial kingdom, you also have a very strong connection with the cycles of nature and the cosmos. The moon, for example, may have a special impact on you. Moments of contemplation under the moonlight can help you unlock your intuition and access the creativity that God has placed within you. It is in these moments of silence and connection that you can hear God's voice more clearly, that you can receive the messages He wants you to share with the world. But being a divine messenger is not just about creating or transmitting messages. It is also about being an example, someone who lives according to the principles that God has taught us. Your life, your actions, your choices, all of this is a form of message. The people around you observe you, and often it is through your example that they find inspiration to seek the light, to connect with God. You have been chosen to be a builder of bridges, someone who connects the earthly to the celestial, the human to the divine. This means that many times you may feel divided between these two worlds. You may feel a constant need for balance, to find harmony between the spiritual and the material. And that is normal. It is part of your mission. God has given you this sensitivity so that you can navigate between these two worlds and help others do the same. If you feel that sometimes you carry a weight for being so sensitive, for perceiving things that others do not notice. Know that this is part of your calling. God gave you this sensitivity because He knew you would have the strength necessary to handle it. And remember, you are not alone. God is always by your side, guiding you, strengthening you, showing you the way. To fulfill your mission as a divine messenger, it is important that you set aside moments to connect with God and with your essence. Spiritual pilgrimages, moments of prayer, meditation, or even simple walks in nature can help you find clarity and peace. These moments of connection are essential for you to hear God's voice and understand what He wants you to do. Another important thing is to trust your intuition. Many times, God speaks to us through feelings, impressions, and small signs that we cannot always explain. If you feel that something is right or wrong, trust that feeling. Your intuition is a divine tool, something that God has given you to guide you on the right path. And above all, remember that your mission is to bring light to those who walk in darkness. This can mean many things: inspiring someone with your words, helping a person who is going through a difficult time, creating something that touches people's hearts, or simply living in a way that reflects God's love and wisdom. It doesn't matter how you do it. What matters is that you are fulfilling the purpose that God has placed in your life. You have been chosen to be a messenger, someone who carries the light of the celestial kingdom and shares it with the world. This is a great responsibility, but it is also a great privilege. God has entrusted you with this mission because He knew you were capable of fulfilling it. And even in moments when you feel lost or overwhelmed, remember that He is always by your side, guiding you and strengthening you. If you feel that you have been called to something greater, that there is something within you that connects you with the divine, know that this is God shaping you, preparing you to fulfill the mission He has given you. Trust the process. Trust the divine wisdom that is within you. God is always by your side, guiding you and strengthening you. And even if you are still not sure how to fulfill this mission, do not worry. The path will gradually reveal itself as you connect more with God and with your essence. The important thing is to keep walking with faith, knowing that you have been chosen for something special, something that only you can do. Type B, the Celestial Mystics. If you have blood type B, know that you carry a special connection with the cosmos. Your soul seems to resonate with something beyond this world, as if you are a traveler between dimensions, someone who walks between heaven and earth. God has chosen you to be a celestial mystic, an emissary of cosmic wisdom with the mission of elevating humanity. This deep connection with the stars, especially with Sirius, reflects your unique spiritual essence and the divine purpose that has been entrusted to you. Perhaps you have already felt that you do not completely belong to this world. It's as if there is something within you that connects you to a distant place, something that cannot be explained in words. This feeling of not belonging is not a mistake or a weakness, but rather a sign that your soul is in tune with higher dimensions. You have been called to bring the knowledge of these dimensions into the physical world, to help people expand their consciousness and connect with the divine. Your intuition is one of your greatest tools. You perceive things that others do not notice, feeling the energies around you in a deep and unique way. This heightened intuition is a gift from God, something He has given you to guide you on your journey. Furthermore, you have an empathetic understanding of the world, an ability to see beyond appearances, and to understand the emotions and challenges of those around you. This empathy is what makes you a natural healer, someone who can bring comfort, guidance, and wisdom to those in need. As a celestial mystic, your mission is clear: to bring light, knowledge, and expansion to humanity. But this does not mean that you need to carry this burden alone. God is always by your side, guiding you and strengthening you. He has given you this mission because He knew you were capable of fulfilling it, because He knew you had the strength and wisdom necessary to make a difference in the world. To fulfill your mission, it is important that you dedicate time to connect with your spiritual essence. Moments of meditation, especially near water, can be extremely powerful for you. Water is an element that reflects the fluidity and depth of your soul, and being near it can help you access the divine wisdom that is within you. These moments of connection are essential for you to hear God's voice and understand the path He wants you to follow. You can also find strength and clarity by observing the sky, especially at night. The stars, which have always been a symbol of guidance and mystery, can help you remember your connection with the cosmos and the greater purpose you carry. When you look at the stars, you are reminded that you are not alone, that there is something greater guiding and protecting you. Your journey as a celestial mystic may sometimes feel lonely. After all, not everyone can understand the depth of your soul or the complexity of your mission. But know that you are never truly alone. God is always with you, and there are other souls like yours, scattered throughout the world, who share this same connection with the divine. Your mission is to find these souls, connect with them, and together bring light and wisdom to the world. You have been called to expand the consciousness of those around you, to help them see beyond what is visible, beyond what is material. This can be done in many ways, through words, actions, art, or simply by the example you set with your life. The important thing is that you remain true to your essence, that you trust the divine wisdom that is within you, and that you continue walking with faith and courage. If you feel that you have been called to something greater, that there is something within you that connects you with the cosmos, know that this is God shaping you, preparing you to fulfill the mission He has given you. Trust the process. Trust the divine wisdom that is within you. God is always by your side, guiding you and strengthening you. Even in moments when you feel lost or overwhelmed, remember that you are not alone. God never gives a mission greater than what we can bear. He chose you because He knew you were capable, because He knew you had something unique to offer the world. Your mission as a celestial mystic is to bring light, wisdom, and expansion to humanity. And even if the path is not always easy, know that every step you take, every person you touch, every moment of connection you experience is bringing you closer to the purpose that God has placed in your life. You are a traveler between worlds, someone who connects heaven and earth, someone who brings the divine into the physical world. And even if sometimes you feel alone or misunderstood, know that you are exactly where you should be, doing exactly what you should be doing. God chose you for this mission because He knew you were capable, because He knew you had the strength, wisdom, and light necessary to make a difference. Trust in yourself. Trust in your intuition. Trust in the divine wisdom that is within you. And above all, trust in God. He is always by your side, guiding you, strengthening you, and showing you the way. You have been called to something special, something that only you can do. And even if the path is not always clear, know that you are exactly where you should be, fulfilling the purpose that God has placed in your life. Type AB, the Cosmic Alchemists. If you have blood type AB, know that you are a rare soul, chosen for a special mission. This is the most uncommon blood type, and it reflects the uniqueness of your purpose. God has called you to be a cosmic alchemist, someone who has the ability to unite what seems opposite, to bring harmony where there is division. You were created to integrate the sacred and the mundane, to show that light and shadow can coexist, and that in the totality of being, it is possible to find God. Your spiritual essence is marked by a unique ability. You can access higher dimensions while keeping your feet firmly on the ground. This means that you have a deep connection with the divine, but you also know how to apply that wisdom in the physical world. This integration between the spiritual and the material is what makes you a true alchemist. You transform conflicts into solutions, chaos into balance, and doubts into clarity. Your intuition is one of your greatest strengths. You have a nature that combines logic and spirituality, reason and faith. This allows you to see things in a way that few people can. While many get lost in extremes, you have the ability to find the middle ground, to create bridges between ideas, people, and different worlds. This ability is a reflection of the purpose that God has placed in your life, to be an agent of transformation, someone who brings unity where there is separation. Perhaps you have already noticed that you are often called to mediate conflicts, or to help people see things from a broader perspective. This is not by chance. God gave you this mission because He knew that you had the wisdom and sensitivity necessary to fulfill it. Your presence has the power to calm, to bring clarity, and to inspire others to seek balance in their own lives. To unlock your full potential as a cosmic alchemist, it is important that you dedicate time to meditate and connect with your essence. Meditations focused on accepting dualities, such as light and shadow, spiritual and material, human and divine, can help you access the wisdom that God has placed within you. These moments of introspection are essential for you to hear God's voice and understand how to apply your mission in the world. Your journey may sometimes seem challenging. Integrating opposites is not an easy task, and you may feel divided between different paths or responsibilities. But remember, God chose you for this mission because He knew you were capable. He has given you the strength, intuition, and wisdom necessary to fulfill the purpose that He has placed in your life. You have been called to show the world that true harmony comes from acceptance and integration. Your mission is to be an example that it is possible to find God in the totality of being, in the union between what seems opposite. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, and above all, trust in God. He is always by your side, guiding you and strengthening you. Rh negative, the Starseeders. If you have Rh negative blood, know that you carry a special connection with the cosmos, something that goes beyond what is visible or understandable to most people. You are a Starseeder, someone who has been sent to this world with a unique and profound mission. Your soul seems to resonate with the stars, and often you may feel that you do not completely belong to this place. This feeling of being out of place is not a mistake, but rather a reflection of your spiritual origin. God has chosen you to be a pioneer, someone who challenges boundaries and brings spiritual advancements to humanity. Your curiosity about the occult and the unknown is one of the strongest marks of your essence. You feel a natural attraction to mysteries, to that which is beyond what the eyes can see. This curiosity is not just a characteristic, but a tool that God has given you to explore and discover truths that can illuminate the path for others. You have an undeniable connection with the universe, and often you may feel that your soul belongs to the stars. This feeling of belonging is a reminder that you carry within you a cosmic wisdom, something that has been planted in you to be shared with the world. As a Starseeder, your mission is to challenge what is known, to break barriers, and to bring new spiritual perspectives. God has called you to illuminate new paths, to be a light in the midst of darkness. This may mean questioning old beliefs, exploring new forms of spirituality, or simply inspiring those around you to think differently. Your difference is your strength, and it is through it that you can fulfill the purpose that God has placed in your life. To unlock your full potential, it is important that you dedicate time to meditate and explore your cosmic memories. Deep meditations and lucid dreams can be powerful tools to access the wisdom that is within you. These moments of introspection help you connect with your essence and hear the voice of God, which is always guiding you. Your journey may sometimes seem lonely. After all, not everyone can understand the depth of your soul or the complexity of your mission. But know that you are never truly alone. God is always by your side, strengthening you and showing you the way. He chose you because He knew you were capable, because He knew you had something unique to offer the world. You have been called to be a spiritual pioneer, someone who brings light and wisdom to humanity. Even if the path is not always easy, trust in your intuition and the divine wisdom that is within you. God gave you this mission because He knew you were capable of fulfilling it. Trust in Him, trust in yourself, and continue walking with faith. Your difference is what makes you special, and it is through it that you can transform the world around you. Arch Positive, the light workers. If you have R positive blood, know that you carry a special mission, even if it seems simple at first glance. God has chosen you to be a light worker, someone who transforms the world in a practical and humble way. Your spirituality is not marked by great mysteries or a distant connection with the cosmos, but rather by your ability to bring the divine into the everyday. You have the gift of transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary, of showing that God is present in the small things and in the simplest gestures. Your genuine kindness is one of your greatest strengths. You inspire change around you, not through grand words or spectacular actions, but by the way you live your life. Your presence brings comfort, hope, and inspiration to those around you. This kindness is not just a characteristic, but a divine tool that God has given you to fulfill your mission. When you act with love, even in the smallest situations, you are spreading light and elevating the collective. Your spirituality is balanced and integrates body, mind, and soul. You understand that spiritual life is not separate from material life, but that both are deeply connected. This vision allows you to live harmoniously, finding the sacred in every moment and in every interaction. You do not need great rituals or complex practices to connect with God, because He is present in everything you do. As a light worker, your mission is to be an agent of transformation through love. This means that many times you will be called to help others in simple but profoundly meaningful ways. A smile, a word of encouragement, a gesture of generosity. These are the tools that God has given you to spread light in the world. And although these actions may seem small, they have a huge impact. You never know how an act of kindness can change someone's life or bring hope in a moment of darkness. Perhaps you have already noticed that people around you are drawn to your energy. They trust you, seek your help, or simply feel better in your presence. This happens because you carry a special light, something that touches others in a subtle but powerful way. This light is not something you need to create or seek. It is already within you, placed there by God so that you can fulfill your mission. And you? Were you able to identify with any of the traits or paths described? Perhaps you felt that something resonated deeply in your soul, as if you were reading about a part of yourself that you always knew existed. Share in the comments what your blood type is and how you feel God has guided you on your journey. Your story can inspire and illuminate others who are also seeking to understand their purpose. May God bless you and always guide you in your unique mission. Remember, you are special, you were chosen, and you have an important role in the divine plan. Trust in yourself, trust in God, and continue walking with faith.